Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie Witch Lady, and today I'm going to be doing the second part of my symbols that are used within witchcraft. So the first thing that I want to address is last week when I was talking about the solar cross, I was mixing that up with the swastika, as it were. So I just seem to get those confused for some reason, but yeah, so I was put straight by one of my lovely subscribers, and yeah, so I do apologize for mixing that up. I have on last week's video pinned a comment that I wrote, so it should be at the top when you see the video. I'm just basically correcting myself with the information that I got wrong. So yeah, so apologies. Okay, so I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm just going to go through the next 9 symbols and just give you some sort of brief information. And if after this video you want to sort of do a bit more research into any of these symbols that kind of appeal to you, then, you know, please do so. There's a lot of information out there. So yeah, so that's it. So without any further ado, I shall just get straight on with it. So continuing from last week's video, I'm now going to be talking about the 10th symbol that's on my list. So obviously I covered 9 in my last video, so yeah, this is the 10th. Okay, so the 10th symbol is Hecate's wheel. So this is a traditional Wiccan symbol and is most popular among the female-led forms of Wicca, such as Dianic Wiccans. It represents the 3 aspects of the triple goddess, namely the maiden, the mother and crone. Hecate is the goddess of magic and sorcery, but before she became associated with this, she was the goddess of crossroads. The 3 parts of the maze represents the 3 stages of womanhood and the crossroads that every woman goes through to enter these 3 stages with life, along with the power and knowledge she gains from each stage. This maze is also called Strophalos of Hecate, or Hecate's wheel. So our next symbol, the 11th symbol, is the horned god. So this is a very common symbol used within the Wiccan practice, and it's a representation of the duality of the horned god and the strength of masculine energies. Female-led practices have changed this meaning and use it to represent the horn moon or blessing moon, which takes place in July. And just to let you know, I will be putting up on the screen the correspondences and uses within Magick for these symbols. So our next symbol, which is the 12th symbol, is the triple moon. So this is another symbol that's very commonly used within the Wicca practice, and it represents the waxing, full and waning moon and is the symbol of the triple goddess. It represents the 3 phases of womanhood and the 3 aspects of the triple goddess, namely the maiden, the mother and the crone. So I do have a triple moon pendant somewhere that I was given by someone. It actually had like a little goddess attached to it, but that, you know, is so delicate that bit broke off. But I do still have the triple moon you know, part of the pendant, so that's really pretty and I really do love that symbol. That's one of my favorites, and I do, you know, I'll have that sort of symbol around me, and I will use it within witchcraft, you know, when I do actually manage to get round to performing you know, like my rituals and, you know, doing my spell work and one thing and another. So but yeah, I think it's a really beautiful symbol. I like that one. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about the 13th symbol, which is the pentacle. I have done a video about pentacles and pentagrams before, so if you want to see that video, I will actually link it in the description box, so you can click on it and have a look. But yeah, so the next symbol I'm going to talk about is the pentacle. The pentacle is a powerful protection symbol that is commonly associated with Wicca and witchcraft. The pentacle is actually a combination of two symbols, namely the pentagram, which is a 5-pointed star, and the circle. The pentacle represents the wholeness of the self and the natural world. The 5 points on the pentagram represent the 4 elements: fire, water, earth and air, and at the top of the star represents either the self or the divine spirit. There is a theory that the pentacle originated in Greece, where it was associated with the earth goddess Ceres. Now I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll put the spelling up on the screen. Apples were sacred to her, and when cut half crossways there is a 5-pointed star inside. Due to this, some people call the 5-pointed star the Star of Wisdom and associate apples with knowledge and learning. Some people associate the pentagram with the Wiccan deities. The lower 2 points represent the 2 aspects of the horned god, and the 3 top points represent the aspects of the triple goddess. Enclosing this symbol in a circle represents the infinite energy created when all energies are equal, i.e. the divine spirit. Yeah, that's very interesting. That's something that, do you know, I don't think I actually knew that before, that's what the lower points of the star represented, like the god, and then the other 3 points represent the triple goddess. And it's, yeah, for some reason, maybe I did know that and I've just blooming forgotten because my brain is like at the moment. But yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that, and I know I've been doing this for 15 years, but it's just something that, maybe I've not read up or come across before. So, that's something that is new to me. But yeah, it's, as I say, while doing my research and stuff, it's been absolutely fascinating learning about all these, different symbols and their meanings. So anyway, I'm going to stop chatting on now and I'm going to get on with the next symbol. Okay, so our 14th symbol is the Triskill, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Triskill, also known as the triple spiral or Triskelion, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is an ancient Celtic symbol which has been found in many other cultures throughout history. The name has Greek origins and means 3-legged. It's a common symbol associated with Sicily and is thought to represent the shape of the island. It also appears as the emblem of the Isle of Man. So there's a lot of debate about what this symbol actually means, but there are lots of common themes in these debates. It's thought to be a representation of life, death and rebirth, as well as being linked to land, sea and sky. It can mean spirit, mind and body, and it's also associated with pregnancy and 3 trimesters, and also with a family unit of father, mother and child. It might also represent the past, present and future, or creation, preservation and destruction. Because this symbol is so prevalent in ancient cultures, there is a lot of interest in what it's meant to represent. Some scholars believe that it depicts motion, more importantly forward motion, in order to reach a moment of understanding. It's a sign of 3 distinctly different but interlinked concepts where one cannot exist without the others, but all are in constant forward movement. So that is, yet again, that's another really interesting symbol, and at some point I would like to use that within my witchcraft, my spell casting and stuff. So it's a symbol that I've obviously seen before, but it's not one that I've actually used within Magick. So yeah, I would like to sort of do that at some point. As I say, at the minute I'm sort of getting prepared for moving and one thing and another, so I mean, to be honest, hopefully when we get our house, touch wood, and finally get to move in, you know, I would like to do like a sort of house blessing and stuff. So I think some of these symbols I would like to use within that house blessing. Okay, so our next symbol, which is the 15th symbol, now I hope I'm going to pronounce this right, but obviously I do have it written down, is the triquetra. I think that's how you pronounce it, triquetra. So this symbol is similar to the Triskill. However, some people believe that it represents the triple goddess and the divine feminine. In Christianity, this symbol is meant to represent the Holy Trinity of Father, Son and Holy Ghost. And in Celtic-based religions, it represents the three realms of land, sea and sky, or the body, mind and the soul. It's often used as a protective symbol because the endless nature of the knot implies that it can't be broken. It's also thought to strengthen the user's connection to the divine spirit. Right, so let's move on to our 16th symbol, which is yin and yang, which I'm sure you've all heard of before. So this is a symbol that doesn't often appear that much within Wicca and Witchcraft, but it's interesting to take note of nonetheless. It's commonly seen in Eastern cultures and is an extremely well recognised symbol. It represents balance, harmony and connection. And in Buddhism, this symbol represents the circle of rebirth and the concept of nirvana. Interestingly, the symbol has been found on shields used by Roman soldiers, and researchers are yet to find a link between these images and the symbols used in Eastern religions. The equal black and white portions of the symbol work in harmony with each other, and the small dot of the opposing colour in the middle of the black and white portions represent the idea that both sides need each other in order to find balance. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the solar cross. I know I messed that up last week, and yet again I do apologise. This will be our 17th symbol, so that is the solar cross. So this is actually a very old protection symbol, which is also known as the sun cross. It can represent the life-giving energy of the sun and the four seasons, or the four elements. This symbol has been dated back to the Neolithic Stone Age, where it appeared in cave paintings. It is used as a protection symbol to invoke the sun god and to represent balance and infinity. Okay, so this is our 18th symbol and our last symbol of the day. So this is the sun wheel. This symbol is used to represent the wheel of the year and the 8 sabbats associated with it along with the sun. It was a powerful symbol because the sun has long been revered as extremely powerful and magical. The Greeks were so cautious when worshipping the sun gods that they refused to use wine as an offering. They were worried that a deity with so much power might cause too much harm if intoxicated, so they provided the deities with honey instead. Now that's very interesting because that, you know, yet again, I didn't know anything about that, so that's interesting. I mean, I can understand their logic and their thinking, but in my mind, I wouldn't think it would be possible for a deity to become intoxicated and drunk. That's just my thoughts. I, you know, wouldn't have thought that possible, but yeah, who knows, who knows. Yeah, so that's the symbols for this second video. I'm really hoping that you found this interesting and you get to do your own research into these symbols that you were drawn to. As I said, I've put up on the screen the correspondences and the magical uses for, you know, each of these symbols. But yeah, again, it's really fascinating researching all this, and you know, it's some you know, symbols have stories connected to them that I've not heard of before, and I just find it absolutely fascinating, you know, and I hope you have too. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and when you do subscribe, please hit that bell notification and click all so you get notifications of all my latest videos. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything like that, then just pop them in the comments section below and I'll do my best to answer. But for now, from myself, it is goodbye, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching.